Let's talk about the Oscar nominations. Now, I want to be clear off the bat. I don't watch the Oscars, I don't care about award ceremonies, and I haven't seen most of the films that have been nominated this year. But I did win an Oscar sweepstake in 2010, so I do consider myself the Ace Rothstein of the entertainment handicapping world. But unlike Ace, I want to share my knowledge. The mission statement of Gouch Hard, after all, is to educate people about cinema. And so, I've compiled a list of the bookies' favourites for the major Oscar categories. I'll give you the odds, then I'll tell you whether you should go ahead and place that bet. My analysis is based on several different factors. I've looked at Golden Globe wins. I've also taken insider buzz into account. And of course, I've looked at a few betting websites. Mostly, I looked at betting websites. There used to be 5 nominations in this category, and that was plenty. Let's face it, most years there aren't even 5 half-decent movies. But, as a sop to the adult baby voting bloc, who were mad that The Dark Knight didn't get a Best Picture nomination, in 2010 the category was expanded to include 10 nominees. Then a few years later, there were 9. And then a few years after that, there were 8. It's so fucking frustrating. What's wrong with a nice round number? This year, we're back up to 9, because they absolutely had to have Ford v Ferrari in there. I'll be honest, I've only seen 2 of the nominees, but that doesn't matter. We're not here for value judgments, we're here to win big money. And right now, the favourite is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, at 2-1, according to one of the big betting aggregators. I think that's about right, although it'll be interesting to see if 1917's box office success factors into this at all, now that it's on general release. Martin Scorsese and Bong Joon-ho seem to be splitting the odds here, if that's even a phrase. I saw both men on 39.10 on one website, although I've also seen Scorsese as 7-1 favourite. Bong Joon-ho has had more buzz behind him this year, but Scorsese is a movie icon who hates the Marvel films, so frankly I think they cancel each other out. Don't go with the bookies on this one, my pick is Sam Mendes. The Academy will want to correct the mistake they made in 2016 when they mysteriously left Spectre out of all the major categories. This is another tricky one. Joaquin Phoenix looks like the clear favourite in 1-6 for his portrayal of the Joker, the children's character that adults adore. But I think he has serious competition from Adam Driver, currently on 13-2. Although Driver has made no good films at all this year, he's been nominated for the Meme movie, which is pretty safe fare by Academy standards. Joker is not, no matter how much E. Buffoni at the Venice Film Festival liked it. While I would never recommend betting against the Clown Prince of Crime, who allegedly holds all the cards and isn't afraid to play them, for Best Actor, put your hard-earned on the mouse-faced former Marine from Indiana. There is no clear favourite in this category. I've seen Renée Zellweger at 1-4 for her portrayal of Judy Garland, which on the face of it is nuts. Judy hasn't really had any buzz, in spite of the fact it was specially engineered in a lab for Oscar glory. But then I look at the other nominees, most of whom have been doing pretty well in the last few years, and I think Renée's been off the scene for a while. Maybe an Oscar would be a nice little welcome back gift for Renée, you know? But when it comes down to it, who really knows anything? Ace Rothstein didn't. He was the manager of the world's biggest casino, but he lost it all over a woman. And he was forced to live the rest of his life in San Diego, which I assume is a bad thing. As for me, well, I'm just a simple kid that got lucky. Maybe if you followed my advice, you'll get lucky too. But if you do win anything, let me know in the comments below, and I can DM you my sort code and account number. In the meantime, you can like and subscribe to my channel. That way, you'll remember to pay me back on the morning of Monday the 10th of February, immediately after the ceremony. See you later.